Hello everyone, welcome back to another Miniature Monday. I'm Scott and, well, I hope that we are all off to a good start for our week. I am very excited to be starting off with a brand new mini. The votes are in and we will be revealing what the new mini is that we're going to be working on, along with getting some good work started off on it. So yeah, before we get going, let me see if I have any announcements. Actually, I do have a couple. First off, we had our first Twitch stream this Saturday, and my gosh, it went so well. I loved the platform, the group that showed up. It was fantastic for a very first stream that we had done. I think we peaked at somewhere around like between 7 and 9 viewers, and it was wonderful. So thank you for everyone who showed up. For those of you who didn't know about it or were unable to make it, please come on over. We're going to do this every Saturday, 1 p.m., just like as we're doing over here on YouTube. But this time around, we are working on a drow queen on her throne, and it's looking pretty darn cool. Let's see here. David, great to see you. Ben, as well. Hope you're having a great afternoon. Brioni, welcome. Great to see you. And let's see. Yeah, and yes, Eric, good to have you as well. It's always so lovely to see some familiar faces. Apparently, I'm just gonna get tongue-tied. So yeah, we had, and I'm going to kick the camera too. Don't mind me. So we had a first great Twitch. I really enjoyed it. But then, yeah, so moving on, I am also very excited to announce that I woke up this morning to the wonderful news that we had received enough patrons on our Patreon to kick us over our first reward tier. So I just want to give a really quick thank you and shout out to our newest patron, Sherby Derb, which I just love saying that. And because of all of the support of our patrons, we are now able to upgrade our studio a little bit. Also, because of that, we have new rewards being rolled out. We're going to have a monthly newsletter coming from all of us at the Adventurers Pack. And also a really quick update for our Discord. Our buddy Josh has been hard at work and has put together something that I'm actually really excited for. Over on our private Discord, we now have this cool bot that you get to choose what class you are, and as you chat with us and interact with other members, you're going to level up. It's basically you're going to be playing live action D&D, but in a chat room. So it's so cool. I'm very excited for that. Let me see here. I think that's all of that. And just getting the normals out of the way. Be sure, if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel for more nerdy content. Give this video a like. And I think that's enough. Just guffawing and debate or delaying. I know what you all want to see. You want to know what mini has won the vote and what we are going to be starting. Well, I'm very excited to say that I'm both excited and nervous. Let's go ahead and get this camera set up. So The newest mini that we are going to be working on for Miniature Monday is this. This is the Shadow Dragon by, this was released as part of a Kickstarter with Danny, the 3D printing DM. I forget exactly who designed this model itself, but it is such a cool sculpt. This was printed at the tavern here using an Ender 3. This is made out of PVA filament. And yeah, it's just a beautiful sculpt. We've got this this cool dragon, and it comes along with a great base for it to rest on. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this this model has been kind of intimidating me. Since I've had it. I've had it on my shelf for maybe oh man, the better part of a couple of years. I've been in the 3D printing world now for I want to say 2 years, and this was one of my mid sculpts. Let me see if we can get any more good details on this. Yeah, so we've got these lovely just tendrils of shadow falling off of the side of the wings here. This awesome just face with an evil grin on it. This is going to be a very fun mini to paint. Now, the reason that it's been intimidating me, I mean, there's a couple of reasons, I would say. First and foremost is that, well, I'm not exactly sure how to paint shadows. I know how to wash. I know how to get shading, but I don't quite know how to. I've got some ideas. I think we're going to be using some lovely purples. I think we're going to be using some. Obviously, we'll eventually get to some blacks, but we don't want to start with black itself. Oh, let me just see over here. Yeah, so we're going to have some work to do on this. But before we get started on painting it itself, we actually have a good amount of cleanup work to do. I'm not sure, for those of you who might be unfamiliar with 3D printing as a man, my words just left me. For those of you who are unfamiliar with 3D printing as a medium, the printer that I have lays everything down in different layers of plastic. And you can definitely see some of the layer lines on here. I don't know if we're going to be able to autofocus on this, but I've gone ahead and done a pretty good job of cleaning up most of it using a particular product. So when this comes out, actually I can show you the underside here. You can see some very definite layering happening, and that happens on the mold itself. And you can get around this by upping the quality that you are printing in, but there's only so much that my printer can do. So one of the ways that we get around this is I actually prime this in what is referred to as a filler primer. So this is a primer that goes on fairly thick. I believe the one that I have is used for automotive purposes, which, that being said, I'm not exactly sure what those purposes might be. Now we do lose some of the definition from that. It ends up getting a little more smoother, really. And that is because, well, this stuff, let me go ahead and show you here. So this is the stuff that we use. It is filler primer, and it is meant to go on thick, and it smooths out some of those lines, and that really helps us hide a bunch of those layer lines, the printing lines. So that's going to help there, but there's still a good amount of cleanup to do. So I think the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and dive into that world. Michael, great to see you as well. Thank you so much. And yeah, no, I think this is going to be great. Now, that being said, you all chose this, so I blame you for the awesome mini that we are about to work on. So I've got my standard cleanup tools here ready to go. I've got some an X-Acto knife. I've got some clippers, flush cutters actually. I've got another sharp blade, but it's more of in a flat layout. And I've got a couple of tweezers, and I've got a collection of small files. I highly recommend for anyone, let me move this so I don't just destroy it. Highly recommend for anyone doing miniature work. These are These are a must-have. They have been so helpful. Oh my goodness! And chat just suddenly. David, great to see you as well. Dilzo, so good to have you as well. Jake, no worries at all. We're happy to have you now, and always happy to have you. Ollie, great to see you. James, good to see you as well. My goodness, the whole team back together. Welcome everyone. Great to see you. So yeah, we're gonna start off, and we're gonna get some cleanup work done here on this model. So let's get to it. First thing that I'm really going to be doing is... Oh, I've got my mouse directly in front of all the chat that you guys are going to be using. Man, do I feel off to anyone else? I feel off. Just feel like I'm going a mile a minute. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is really finding where any of these overhangs might be. And I'm definitely seeing a few of them here. Luckily, when putting this filler primer down, it actually does a great job of just highlighting where all of the rough bits are. So this is when I really get to go through and clean things up really easily. Now, there's only so much that we can do to this model. It is, at the end of the day, going to be a little rough. And the reason for that is I'm using an FDM printer. I am using a printer that lays plastic down one layer at a time. Now, eventually, there is a way of getting smoother, better prints. A few different ways. Oh no, and my sticky tack is coming off already. Oof. All right, so you know what? We're going to start doing this by hand. Do I have any more sticky tack around? I really should. Already off to a great start with this one. So there's another style of printer out there that is a resin printer that is known for getting much cleaner and just better finish to the model itself. Now, unfortunately, with where the tavern is right now, we are unable to have one of those because they do give off some fumes. They give off a smell that's not going to be great, and it will permeate throughout the entirety of the location. The FDM printer, we can get away with that. It doesn't give off as much as many fumes. But eventually I would like to upgrade to a resin printer. All right, so we've got a little bit of cleanup here in the mouth. We're gonna go ahead and just bare hand this guy for now. There aren't really great mounting points for him. As you can see, his feet are very small. I had him on this wide base with 3 points of contact. I don't know if that's going to do it. We might end up having to do this one holding it as we did with Esmeralda's cart. David, for shadows, purple from lower angled and blues from overhead can give a nice atmospheric mood lighting. Fantastic. So we know where to start now. Thank you, David. Ollie, no worries about not being there on Saturday. The best part about the stream on Saturday is we're going to do them every Saturday. I'm so looking forward to it. And the birds are back. Josh, great to see you as well. Oh, Ollie, you were ill. I hope that you are feeling better. I hope that you have improved. Fantastic. Alrighty. So there's only so much that I'm going to be able to do with this X-Acto knife here, at least on the more delicate pieces, because I am scraping material away, essentially. And this is a more delicate mini. So where we're really going to start getting good... got a little bit in the neck there. There we go. Good smoothing happening is in the files. Those are going to help out quite a bit. But as I said, there's only so much that we're going to be able to do. You can definitely see all of the layering happening on the underside of the tail here, as well as on the chest plates of the dragon. Now, the easiest way to get rid of these is to just go over it again and again with more filler primer. But at some point, you are going to lose details that you ultimately are going to want. Now, you can also fix a lot of these by just learning the adjustments on your setting, or learning the settings on your printer. The printer that I have is the Ender 3 and is known very much for being kind of a kit. It's very affordable, but you have to put it together yourself, and really you have to learn the settings and really dial them in to get great quality. My quality has improved since I have printed this guy. As I said, I've had him sitting on a shelf for the better part of a year. But I didn't want to reprint him. I wanted to work on the guy that's been staring me down for that year. Whew, there we go. Dilzo, you can't find the Twitch channel. Oh no. Yes, there is. So Dilzo, there is a link to our Twitch channel. It should actually be in this video. If it's not, yeah, we're Twitch is really hard to find things on, we found. The Twitch channel has been we are on twitch.tv/adventurerspack. There should be a link at the bottom of this video, or in the video. If not, I'm pretty sure we've updated everything. You should be able to find it via our Facebook. You can definitely find it on the About section of our YouTube channel. So if it's not in the description of this video, you can go to our About section on the Adventurers Pack channel, and you'll be able to find the Twitch there. Yeah, the whole reason we actually started doing this on YouTube first, before doing this on Twitch, was because Twitch is kind of notorious for not being great to find new people. Doesn't have that great search engine feature. So we were kind of using YouTube as our search engine, as a place to build an audience and to have it grow from here. Tim, you and your wife have been having some issues. Just wanted to say thanks for such a great community. Tim, I'm really sorry to hear that. Man, I don't know what's going on in the water here, but that's two now. Tim, the best of feelings to you. I hope that things go well. We're so happy that we can give you this community that you can be a part of, and can be a bit of a I don't want to say an escape, because no, I'm no therapist or psychologist or anything like that. I'm just a guy with a camera. But I feel like issues like that shouldn't be escaped. They should be met, and they should be handled. But I'm glad that we can give you a place to breathe, and a place to recover from the day-to-day issues. Rex 101, had good to see you. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the group. And all right, I think it's time to, at least for the dragon itself, we're gonna need to break out some of these files. There's only so much that I'm able to do with the X-Acto knife. I'm gonna pull out one of my favorites. I'm just using a flat end here. These files you can get pretty much anywhere from a few bucks. I think I picked mine up from Harbor Tool and Freight. There we go. Now we're getting some nice smoothing happening on the feet. Now, luckily, the feet are really going to be hidden under the base of this thing, so we don't need to worry too much about smoothing those out. But I actually want to smooth these out slightly because of some eventual other work that we're going to do to the feet. Also, while we're here and while we're doing this, I want to give another thank you. I forgot to do this in the opening announcements. I want to give a big old thank you to our viewer and patron O'Toole. I believe Pierce. I want to give a big thank you to Pierce. We got a nice little package in the mail. He gave us some cool, unique minis to add to the arsenal of what we have at our disposal for Miniature Monday, and also dropped off a cantrip candle, which we actually have burning right now. So Pierce, thank you so very much for your donation. It was so lovely. and is definitely, I'm looking forward to painting some of those. Jake, what color will we be painting this dragon? We are going to be doing this shadow dragon in purples and blues. I might get some little silveryness going on here, like for his the bits of him that are definitely hard, like the claws and the horns. Might try and add a little bit of that in. I think that would be kind of cool. So yeah, that's what we're going for there. Also, hi Emmy, great to have you in the chat. Hope that work's been going well. Yeah. And Patty, hello as well. Yeah, I think that's we're gonna say that that's the dragon that's got some ticklish toes. There's a little bit just popping off of his little snoot right there. We gotta clean that up. There, that is okay. It's not a lot. Okay, we can get some more on his tail done. Now, the other thing that is going to happen slightly with this is we're going to get a little bit of this detail also smoothed out with the eventual paint that we put down. It's not going to be a lot, but we're going to get a little. Oh, David, you're going to be painting a shadow dragon yourself. That's awesome. What model are you using for that? Okay, that should be. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, the paint itself. In some areas, if I put it on, if I put it on a little heavy, that will help smooth it out as well. But we don't want that to be the solution. We don't want heavy paint to be the solution for cleaning this up. Okay, and also, I thought that I could get away with not putting my hair up today, but that is clearly not the case. It is just all over the place. David, welcome to the chat. Great to see you. Thank you for joining us. All right, there we go. Okay, I think that's going to be cleaning up of the dragon itself for now. Let's set him aside for a wee bit and move on to this base. Now, this is a beautiful base. I love the detail on here. You can see exactly where the feet are meant to be placed. And we've got these cool crystals that I'm definitely thinking of getting like a dark purple and a blacks going on there. This is a beautiful base, and you can see some of the bumpage happening on the edge of these crystals, and that's going to be really easy to clean up with an X-Acto knife. That's another remnant that has shown up because of our 3D printer. Now, here is one of the issues that I run into with all of the dragons from this set. This dragon is from the Lost Dragons Kickstarter that was done by Danny, the 3D printing DM, and I forget exactly how many dragons came out in it, but it was a sizable amount, and they're all gorgeous. I've printed the Earth Dragon, which is just this giant living mountain thing. That ended up being a boss fight for one of my sessions. We also have there's a Tempest Dragon, which is essentially a living storm. These are all dragons that were released to be kind of be the in-between for dragon models of dragons that weren't out and readily available to people. And there were some really cool dragons in there. But if I have one critique of the Kickstarter, or of the set, is that their bases don't necessarily match the size of the creature that they are meant to be on. So they're beautiful decorative bases, but out of place when put on a table. Now, some people can, just get around that and go, it's okay. We'll put it on the table and we'll just tell our players, hey, this is what it is. But I want there to be that uniformity, that rule of everything that is on the table. It is there. It is to scale. I want that feeling at my table. So how are we going to get around this? Well, for this Shadow Dragon at least, the Davids are going to have to go into the Thunderdome. Yep, that's it. 2 Davids enter, 1 David leaves. Which one will it be? We've got 1 David here with 3 names, so that might give him an advantage. I'm not sure. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, right. So how are we gonna get around this issue of not having the proper scaled model to work with? Well, what I'm gonna do, and some of you might see this coming, I'm actually gonna print a second base for this mini. I've got something scaled up to be appropriate. I think based on the size of this mini, this would be a large mini. Or sorry, large, huge. Shoot, I can't remember now. I can't remember what I decided. I have options, is the point. And we're going to embed magnets both into this base, the base that is appropriate to its size, and the feet of the dragon. At least that's the goal. That's what I want to try and do. That way, when the dragon is just sitting on the shelf, we are going to be able to have it resting on this beautiful base and let it be in all of its splendor. And then, ooh, there's a piece that doesn't want to. Then when we need to use it for a game, we can pop it off of that base, put it onto the playable base, nice and easy. Bob's your uncle. Have it kill some players, and then it can go back to its den. So that's the plan. That's the goal. All right. We've got a good amount going on with this base. Now, what I'm going to do, apparently I just did not put enough sticky tack onto the feet of this dragon. We're going to try one more time to get it a good seat on this stand. That should be enough. So that we can actually get some color onto it. Yeah? Oh, wait, that's not gonna work. There we go. Whew. Let me say, the amount of sticky tack that I have been so grateful to have is all of it. All of the sticky tack. I'm grateful for it. There we go. Okay. Let's get you on there. Nice and tight. Because now... Well, now I think it's time to... get some work. Jake, Scott, how long will you be streaming today? Well, we're definitely going to go till at least 2 o'clock. So we'll be streaming for at least an hour. If we're in the swing of things and liking how things are going, we'll see. Okay. I had been thinking, gosh, how are we going to paint this thing? And I'm not going to lie. I'm still not sure. So purples, Dave, you were saying purples would be good. Let's pull out our purples. We've got this lovely Eldritch purple here. And you know what? I am always a big proponent of reference images. All right, Grimoire purple. We need our purples. We need our blues. We need our blacks. Hiya, hiya, hiya. That should be good. Boom, boom, boom. Let's get the German gray. We'll get a matte black out. London gray is nice. This is so weird. Look, I do not mind telling you, I am legit nervous to start painting this thing. And that's so weird. I've never felt this before. I don't know what it is about this mini. If I don't like it, I can always repaint it. And if it breaks, I can print another one. There is no risk here whatsoever. Actually, that really helped saying that. Yeah, this painting of this model looks like it's going to take a while. You know what? I think purple is going to be a good place to start. So I think we're going to start with this Eldritch Purple by Reaper. Seems like a really good place to start, actually. We had an Alien Purple, but no, I like this one better. Oh, and actually, I realized I've been painting on a handicap all this time. We have another whole box of paints. Painting of this model looks like it will take a very long time. Ollie, Ollie, I saw that before it was redacted. Actually reminds me, one of the other things that we're eventually going to need to do here is our community is growing. We're eventually going to need to have more like a code of conduct. And now I'm not trying to be like, Ollie, what the heck? No, that that just reminded me, just to be clear. No, that we I need to actually start writing those things. Oh, there's a lot of cleanup that I can get right there, and that's actually not going to look great. That is not me stalling, I swear. Come on. Come on. I missed entirely the underside of the wings, and those are going to be important. Yeah, definitely the Eldritch. All right. And now it's time to go. Time to start. Dilzo dared you. All right. Let's we're treading on some very fine lines here, folks. Let's keep it civil, yeah? All right, we're just going to go straight into it. But there we go. Ooh, I really like that color. See, the moment it went down, like, yeah, that's good. Also, Ollie and Dilzo, are you guys in the same room, or was that just like on chat? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Yes. Yes, yes, yes to this color. All checked in at the doctor. See you Saturday. Hoping it'll be a good treatment for the wounds today. Love the magnet ideas. Take care, everyone. Eric, it's so great having you. I hope that your appointment goes well. Thank you so much, and we'll see you on Saturday. Oliver J. Simmons. Well, hello, everyone. Well, hello. Oliver, good to have you. Oh, now we've got an Oliver and an Ollie. Now, this is gonna get so confusing. But yeah, thank you for joining us, Oliver. How goes your Monday? How goes everyone's Monday? I realize I always ask that at the very start, and I didn't today. I got so caught up with like the announcements and wanting to tell people about the cool crap going on in our lives. I didn't take a second to ask about your lives. How is everyone? how has the quarantine been treating you? Please let me know. Oh, this is going to take so much paint. Also, ooh, maybe should have primed this with a darker color to start. But you know what? It is what it is. Good friends, gotcha. Dills, oh, you on League? Come on, guys, let's please keep it Dungeons and Dragons related. Coolio. And also, yeah, I'll go ahead and say now, we haven't really announced anything, but you know, we are working on putting together an official like code of conduct and things to you can and you can't. I think I said it in one of our earliest videos that you know, I want this to be a safe place for everyone. I want this to be a place for people to be able to come and just relax and unwind and really just hang out. This is not a place I will never discuss politics here. You can ask me. I'm not gonna say anything. I will talk to you about I'll talk to you about a lot of things, and I will talk to you about things not necessarily related to D&D, but I do want to keep everything related to the channel and to our hobbying and all of that. But you know, one of the big things that we are going to have in our official code of conduct that it's 100% on me that we don't have one yet. But you know, we're going to borrow from the Critical Role rule book of, you know, don't be a dick, just be a good person. I think one of the other things that we are going to include in there is we're going to refer to as no isms. So like, you know, no sexism, no racism, no and you know, nothing along those lines. And I don't want to talk about this. You know, I don't want to get hung up on this right now and have this be all that we talk about right now or right here. But it's definitely something that as we grow, we're clearly going to need to address. And so, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to say on that for right now. But Josh, quarantine just means more time for hobbies. Yes, it does, doesn't it? That is, hey, what do you think I'm doing here, right? David, painting a much-needed respite from busting students for plagiarism. I bet. David, how often do you have to deal with that? Because man, I remember back in my school days of, you know, trying to find that fine line of what was plagiarism and what was not. And you know, it wasn't until I got to university that I was like, oh, I cite your sources, and then that's not plagiarism. Cool, got it. And then, you know, actually be able to take a topic and move on from there and discuss it. For the longest time, I've been of the mindset that, you know, there's hardly any such thing as an original idea anymore, that so many things have been done, and you know, every story has been told. It's just a matter of how you tell it and the characters that are involved in it. So that was a weird little tangent I just got on there. Jake, one of my children is finding it hard to stay away from the people, but my son is fine with it, and girlfriend just is working hard and very hard. Need to treat her soon. Man, I can 100% understand the finding it hard to see people. And you know, I will say I'm very grateful for all the technology that we have right now and the ability to spend time with people remotely. I really I want this to get to a place where we can have small groups. Really, I want to I want to be able to have dinner with some friends. I want to be able to invite people over. I want to be able to we had a game of Gloomhaven going, and yeah, we're doing that on Tabletop now, Tabletop Simulator, but it's just not the same. And would love to. 19 views. Wow, that's awesome. That's fantastic. Love it. So anyone here who's new, hello and welcome. Happy to have you. If you've never been here before, welcome to Miniature Monday. It's a pleasure to have you. For any of you who have been here so many times, I know you. It's we're all old friends at this time. But yeah, as I was saying, like I just want to be able to play Gloomhaven in person. I am also a big fan of Arkham Horror, the card game, like the living card game. It's an amazing game where you're never gonna win. You just you're gonna lose, but you know what? You're gonna lose together. And I would love to be able to play that again with friends. I would love for our D&D games to actually be in person. I'd love to get back to DMing the campaign that I've been running for 3 years now. That would be great. But at the same time, I'm not gonna risk my safety for it. As soon as we are able to do that safely, that's when I'll do it. But I'm not gonna do anything like that. Glad we can chat with you all. Yes, I'm so happy that we all get to chat. This is seriously, I know I keep using the word community and whatnot, but it's so nice to be able to chat with you all and have this lovely community growing. To have these familiar faces that I get to I know Dilzo's gonna be here, and hey, wonder what Dave's up to. Like, it's fun, Dang, that purple looks good. Want to play D&D with friends in the room for the love of all that is good and holy. Absolutely, I completely understand, Emmy. The tavern, before quarantine hit, which, come to think of it, you all really only know the tavern during quarantine. I mean, obviously you saw videos of the bestiary and whatnot outside of quarantine, but as far as live content, and because as far as I'm concerned, when we're doing live content, for me, it's as if you are all here in the tavern with me. We're all enjoying a good old mug of ale and listening to the bard play some music, and we're all here and hanging out, hearing the fire crackling in the corner. But yeah, you all only know the tavern from quarantine, and when quarantine doesn't happen, we have typically, the game that I've been running has, gosh, I forget, 7 players and me DMing. So actually, this table that I am painting on right now, I built extensions into it to allow it to open up, and it becomes our gaming table. And we're able to comfortably fit everyone around this table with food and characters and dice. We've got a couple people at that table that have a lot of dice. Looking at you, Emmy. Zoom is not the same as in person, but gotta be safe. Yep, I totally get it. In all honesty, nice. Probably played more D&D on Roll20 than you have in months. Yep, I had never played D&D on Roll20 before all this. I had experimented with Roll20. I had heard about it, and I thought, hey, let's see what this is, and let's see what we can do with that. It was, I thought, oh, this is cool, but I don't need this. Well, here I am now needing it. Emmy, miss your game. Thank goodness for Adventures Pack for providing content to hold us over, and at least we have tools like Roll20 and Discord to keep us connected. Absolutely, Josh. It is, man. Thank goodness this happened in a time that we can all be connected like this. Being able to hang out. I can't imagine all of this without being able to chat with people online, or watch movies with friends through Discord and Netflix's view party thing. Which, for any of you with Netflix right now and are looking for a really great bad movie to watch, well, the first one's not bad. Tremors is on Netflix right now, or at least last time I checked, and that is one of my favorite series of movies. The first one is great. I actually think it's a pretty good movie for the time and for what it was. And I think they're up to Tremors 5 now. They're up to either Tremors 5 or 6. And boy, those are just so much fun to watch and just be sassy at the whole time. We've got some good friends who we would get together and just watch bad movies with, and that, I miss that a lot. It's like, Ryan, Brittany, if you guys are watching, boy, I miss our bad movie nights. Josh, completely agree. Do miss the cheese plates. Oh yeah, no, we would get together and have we wouldn't just play D&D. We would be sophisticated about it. We would have a lovely cheese platter. And what the heck voice am I doing that? No, we would have a cheese platter and our charcuterie, and then of course, drinks aplenty. I should have used a bigger brush for this. My gosh. Hey, RJ, good to see you, man. So much work going into this, and so much paint. I know typically I will tell people for a mini, you really only need, like, not even a dime-sized amount of paint on your palette. For this guy, I've gone through that, most definitely. I really want to find some music that I can play during all of this. Not just for not just for me, but like for you all as well. So when I'm not talking, which, I mean, there's times that I'm not talking. It happens. There's something going on in the background, so that there's some sort of something. But I know the trick is gonna have to be it's all non-copyright and whatnot. So if any of you have suggestions for some non-copyright music we all could be listening to while doing this, let me know. Or if you think, yeah, no, you don't need music, this is fine, let me know that too. I know I was telling the folks on Twitch on Saturday, like if there's something you want to see more of, if there's something that you want to see less of, 100% let me know. You can let us know on our Facebook channel. You can let us know. Realistically, Facebook would probably be the best place to let us know that. It's more of a permanent place for feedback. But this is a two-way street. We're making this content for you all. But also, this content wouldn't exist without you. At some point, if no one tuned in and no one watched, where would we be? So, Oh my gosh. My eyes are already starting to... Oh, man. So much chat that I haven't been able to see it. Watch What We Do in the Shadows. Oh, yes. What We Do in the Shadows is fantastic, and I'm so happy that there's a new season coming out right now. That is my Thursday nights. I definitely get to watch that. RJ, so happy to see you painting a dragon. Ah, yes. I knew you would be. RJ is our resident dragonborn at the table. Joshua Glassman, good for you giving out a nice reminder of the cool stuff happening on the Discord. Heard there's a song called Destined for Greatness isn't copyright. Is that Destined for Greatness? That sounds familiar. Is that one of the more popular songs on Beat Sabers, or like was that one of the ones that was used in a League of Legends trailer? No, that couldn't be. Check out OFB Ambush. It's non-copyright and sets such a sweet vibe. Absolutely. You better believe I'm going to do that now. Thank you. Because that's the thing. I want to find music that is that we can listen to, but it's also kind of a nice ambient music. One of the resources that I use for a lot of my games is this gentleman. The website is called Tabletop Audio, and I always recommend this any chance that I get. It's amazing songs, a huge variety of them, and they are about 10 minutes long a piece, and are great for setting the mood at your table for a lot of different scenarios. And now he's got this great sound pad utility that you can mix and match sounds to really build an environment. It's kind of like Sirenscape, but personally I prefer it to Sirenscape. I'm not knocking Sirenscape. It is a great utility. I just personally like Tabletop Audio better. And there's some cool stuff on there, but I don't know if there's some cool stuff for just having in the ambience here. Don't have to worry about copyright on Twitch, do you? You know what? That's something I should probably know, isn't it? It's one of those things that we want to be better safe than sorry. Because right now we're not making money on Twitch. I mean, heck, we're not making money on any of this. So we are not monetized. So technically, we're okay to some degree. Also, the perfect time for a shameless plug. I feel like I've gotten used to doing them, so I do them so much more often. I'm going to try and do them less. But it's also, I'm reminded of, I forgot to say this before. Once we hit 50 followers on Twitch is when we're going to be able to get into that sweet spot of being able to be monetized. And already we're over a quarter of the way there. So thank you all to that. If you haven't already, please head over to Twitch, give us a follow. It does not cost you anything, and it helps us out immensely. Anyway, shameless plug aside, I'm not 100% sure if we need to be if we need to worry about that on Twitch. Yeah, exactly. So Josh brings up an excellent point that we wouldn't then be able to repost the videos onto YouTube, which is our plan. We want our content, our live content at least, to move over to Twitch. But we don't want to exclude anyone from that. So anything that we do on Twitch is going to then be reposted on YouTube. You'll note that the first live stream that we did with the Dark Elf Queen has already been uploaded and is viewable. So there's that. Kevin McLeod has a bunch of stuff that is open and use and D&D appropriate. Yes, he does. Oh my gosh. Kevin McLeod is one of those names that as soon as you do anything involving audio at all, you know him, and eventually you will hear his stuff. Like, oh, there's a big piece that I need to clean up. I have been using Kevin MacLeod's audio library since early college, so probably like 2000 and I want to say 10. I've been using Kevin MacLeod's library, and the Incomptech music library. So yeah, there's definitely some great stuff on there. I will admit that I kind of am trying to move away from using his stuff, purely because I've used it so much in the past. But there is good stuff there. There is good stuff there. Twitch will mute your video on replay for anything that's copyright they catch. Oh, good to know. Good to know, David. Thank you for letting us know that. So, talking really quick about the actual painting of this, because, you know, it's a painting show. Let's talk about the painting. Right now, I'm mostly getting all of these thin style pieces that are coming off of the body of this dragon. I'm thinking that these are definitely the pieces that are more shadowy. I don't know if his main body is going to be as purple as the rest of this. I'm giving myself time to think about that while I'm doing this. So I am, you know, doing so much multitasking right now. I'm talking to you all. I am painting, and I'm thinking about what I'm going to be painting and how I'm going to be painting this moving forward. A lot of things going on. Lot happening here. And already I've gone through another load of paint, and this is also watered down heavily. Still have some Fizz music scarred. Yep, good old early films. All right, that should do it. That should be enough. We're gonna definitely get this last film on his fin on his back. Emmy, you have to head off. All right. Well, hope that the rest of work is going well for you, Emmy. Have a good rest of your day, and thank you for joining us. David might transition to black towards the end of the wing wisps. Definitely. I think that's going to be an excellent way of just making this look really cool. I'm also thinking of maybe for his body. I don't know. I've got some different thoughts for his body of, you know, moving into like a really deep blue for his body, and then maybe having some silvery bits for his horns and claws and spines, but like the body itself being dark blues. So we get like dark blues moving into these purples and then moving into blacks. I think that could look really cool. James having to head out. No, James, don't apologize at all. Like, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being a part of it. So great to see you. Hope that everything goes well, and we'll see you next time. Oh, and there is a little bit that needs cleaning up again. And just like that, done. You know what? Even just saying that out loud, the blues on the body, blues and silvers, I think that's a really cool color combination. I think that's gonna look really cool. It's great. You know what? All of that fear went away as soon as the first bit of color went down on him. I don't know what that is. I imagine it's just me still not like fully confident in my abilities as a painter. I think I've got this mentality that I'm just faking it and hoping no one will notice. Are you? Uh-oh. There's a little bit in there. Nope, I think that's gonna have to be what it is. So I think that's a good lesson for anyone who's painting, just to remind themselves, like, hey, you've got this. Doesn't matter what level you're at. Be proud of the work that you do, and every single day, aim to improve. Regardless of skill level. Like, if you're one of the best painters out there, still, every single day, aim to improve. I try and tell myself that in everything that I do. Because the day that you go, I don't need to get any better, it's not a good day, you know? Mini Painting Studio recently posted a Shadow Dragon paint that could be inspiring. Oh, Mini Painting Studio, is that a YouTube channel? Is that a Facebook page? Is that a Reddit? Trying to go through all this. What is it? What is that? Where can I find that? It's not faking it. We're all just trying to get better. Yep, absolutely. Whew. That's looking pretty good. That's looking real good. Let's go ahead and make sure that we get a good base layer on all of the bits that we want to be purple. And I think it's going to be okay to be a little sloppy with this guy, because we're going to be needing some cool transition areas anyway. Because shadows don't have hard defined lines. So if this guy doesn't have hard defined lines, that's okay. Unlike Advantage Progress Stacks, have a YouTube and a Facebook run by a guy named Josh. Can't remember the last name. Also, yeah, Ben, that was really clever. Yeah, David, thank you for letting me know about that. I will probably go over and take a look as soon as we're done here, just to see what I think there. All right, and going back over everything that we did on the wings just to make sure everything got a good coat. I don't want any of that gray to peek through. There we go, there we go, there we go. Whew. Jake, gonna head out. Thanks for the good stream. Oh, well, thank you so much, Jake. Thank you for. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. Have a great rest of your day, and yeah, I hope that we get to see you on Saturday as well. Have a good one, and we'll see ya. I think. There we go. There we go. All right. Yeah, these top little tendrils of shadow are definitely a little tricky to make sure that we get it all. I think we're getting in there. And I think that should do it. So there we go. Oh, man, look at that already. That is looking so cool. Man, I had a really messy painting area today, didn't I? Don't. Graceful, Scott. Very graceful. I'm usually so much cleaner at this, you guys. Wow. That's looking awesome. We're going to do one quick pass. I think I see a little bit here. Boop, 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 boop. And anything else? Nope, 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 nope. Nope, nope. There's a little bit there. Nope. Oh. Always do one last pass to make sure you aren't missing anything. Because I always forget to do that last pass, and then I forget something. And then, oh boy, it's harder to clean that up later than it is to do it now. I can already see something there that's going to be hard to paint later on. All right. That is looking awesome. I'm really happy with this purple color. I think this is going to look really cool. Oh, yeah. So there we go. I think that for now, this is a good place to start. We've come to about our hour mark. And unfortunately, I will... Oh, I'm already seeing more. I will say I do need to... I think I do need to keep this one at just an hour today. I am running a game tonight, and any DMs out there will know as much prep time before a game as possible is great, because you can always be more ready, I think, is a good lesson for a DM. So this is looking fantastic. I'm really happy with where the Shadow Dragon is going. I'm no longer scared of it as I was before, which, silly me. It's okay. We have fears so that we can get over them, right? We'll eventually have to get to work on the base. Eventually, we're also going to have to put some magnets in this, which is going to be kind of cool. But I think the shadows are off to a great start. So yeah. Z Glassman just started painting, and it's already a pretty badass dragon looking good. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's looking cool. You can always feel when you're getting like overly excited for something. So I think next time we're gonna know exactly where we're going. Like I said, I think we're gonna do some cool blues in there. I keep having on my head that I want to do is silver. So that's kind of the direction that we're gonna be going with that. Thank you all so much for being a part of our Miniature Monday, as always. And you know, if you've enjoyed this, please give the video a like. If you're new here, please consider subscribing to our channel. It really helps us out a lot. We are trying to hit 250 subscribers by the end of this month. Also, as always, I am going to be hopping over to our Discord afterwards for a post hangout session where I get to just decompress and chat with you all while I'm not painting something. So and that is a place for our patrons. So I look forward to seeing you all over there. If you all have any questions or have any suggestions, leave them in the comment of this video once it is posted. You can also chat with us on Facebook. Yeah, I am painting this with you. I am wanting to learn as I go. David, thank you for all of your great advice on the shadow. I probably would not have picked this color to start with if it weren't for you. So seriously, thank you for being such an active member of our community. And I encourage all of you to chat in and let me know what you think. Let me know what you think we should do. If you have advice, let me know. If you think I'm doing well, give me a cheer. It definitely does boost the morale. But also, if you just want to watch and hang out and not say anything, that's totally fine too. I get that. That is 100% me when I go places. I just want to, sit down, have my meal, have my drink, and just people watch. But regardless of how you are a part of our community, we love having each and every one of you so much. We really are enjoying how much we are growing. And as of this morning, our community is growing so much more that we get to make some noticeable growth coming up here. So yeah, I guess with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Once again, I'm Scott, and I will see you at the next Miniature Monday. Bye all.